All right, Al, you are the only one who knows that information. Everyone else seemed to go into the chug and bug, and Drea, you
I
went
didn't.
to you did not. Well, you just watched Al go over and scare off some animals, and then
No, I
talk to
didn't.
her. So,
What?
we're Giles sulking in front of the chug and bug. Andrea and Umang, you are now in the chug and bug. What are you doing?
Okay, so Drea was gonna go question the guy after Umang said to Drea that he was the one that described that, because I knew there was something fishy going on with him as soon as you
Yeah,
mentioned that.
same.
Okay, so
He's still
is
busy.
is
He's
he
still
still
super
busy?
busy. Yeah,
Okay,
Bless you.
he's still serving beers here and there. And now, not after an arm wrestling competition, after that excitement, now everyone really wants to get wasted. So he is running. Yeah, that's what's happening with him.
okay, cool. Yeah, I wanna tap on the counter and wave at him again.
He comes back. He's like practically out of breath. Oh, it's you. What can I help you with?
I have more questions actually, but
Oh, come on. And first,
all right. You can attend to that first. Just come back whenever you can answer some questions.
it's gonna be. I don't know when they're gonna leave. It is exciting now, and other people are holding their own arm wrestling competitions now. They're like, "Fuck yeah, that was fucking awesome! I can beat you!" And the big fellow is like arm wrestling his friend, and everyone's arm wrestling each other, and it is an uproarious time right now. It is
Okay.
even
So hold on.
busier.
I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea.
Real quick, Umang, what was it? Were you gonna say
I
real
was
quick?
just gonna order a coffee.
Okay, all right, okay. Drea, what are you up to?
Okay. So
Glass of milk.
Right.
I cast thaumaturgy and
Yeah.
I make the ground rumble and I try to make it sound like there's a distant explosion like outside of the bar.
How do you make it sound like there's a distant explosion? Like you can make the ground slightly shake. I don't know if you can make sounds
No,
happen.
I'm pretty sure I can with thaumaturgy. Let me look it up real quick.
Look that over real quick.
Yeah,
Is
no,
it like when you
real
throw
quick.
your voice, except you
No, not
power
quite.
sounds? I don't know.
Not quite.
All right, there is yeah. You can do a rumble of thunder. I don't think you can do
Yeah.
an explosion. You could do like an there's omens like thaumaturgy is sort of divine sort of situation. You can do omens and stuff
Okay, but yeah, I cause the ground to rumble and then I do some like thunder outside.
like that. Thunder outside.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, ooh. All right, folks, it's gonna rain. We're gonna be in for the long haul.
Damn it!
Giles is just outside on her own, like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, you don't feel the ground shake because that was
Oh,
sort of a localized thing, but you do hear some thunder.
the fuck?
And you look and it is pretty clear skies. Like there's a couple of clouds in the air, but nothing crazy.
Well, I guess those dregs made me drunk.
That's all it takes.
I caused the door to fly open
Whoa,
to the
shit.
bar.
It kind of knocks Giles out of the way because you're like standing
Smacks me in
the
the
doorway.
face.
Like knocks
I
him
was
back.
sitting.
And everyone looks over at the door, waits for a minute.
Hey!
Hello? Hey, who's out there?
That freaking hurt!
I do some ominous whispers outside.
So roll charisma.
Roll
Just straight charisma.
Just straight charisma.
Charisma
Okay.
to see if you can like because you're using your spellcasting abilities of charisma. Let's see what that does with the. All right. You get like a couple of people curious about what the fuck's going on out there because they're not exactly sober at this
Yeah.
point. But a lot of them aren't caring because they're really into their arm wrestling right now, and they're like, there is money to be made here. There is bets going on here and there in the other place, so they're totally invested in what they're doing. A couple of people like go out, look around, see a short person knocked on their ass and like rubbing their butt or something.
Gee.
Ah,
My
jeez.
face.
Yeah, right. Rubbing your face real quick, like your nose hurts,
Got a
and
little...
hey, and like, all right, guys, I don't know what's going on out here, and they just go back in.
Damn it!
Drunk ass.
Listen, Jay, it looks like we have to wait it out.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why?
I just want his attention now. Like, this is kind of, I know it's been going on for like a few weeks, but I mean, if he knows something more, then I want to talk to him.
All right. The only thing that really he wanted you to buy something. He's been like, you guys have been asking him questions all night.
I got a coffee.
All right. You knock on the door. He comes over and he's like, coffee?
Yes.
Oh, okay. He seems like he was only really prepared for people who were ordering alcohol. So he goes over to like this press sort of situation and like starts basically making French press coffee.
I want
Ew.
pretzel.
So what happens is, so the door slams open once more.
Ow, jeez!
Smacks Giles in the face. Al walks in, and everyone like looks for a second, and Al just says, "I want pretzel."
Giles has nosebleed.
I thought I was already in the bar. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
We're still walking from
Okay.
across the street from the alley.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I want pretzel.
You just slam the door open, hit Giles in the face, and say, "I want pretzel," and everyone's like, "Yeah, pretzel!" And everyone's like, "Woo!" And now people are ordering pretzels, and the guy is like leaves the French press for a bit and starts. Rupert leaves the French press and starts making pretzels. Fucking starts handing out like day. So they're all eating a bunch of day-old pretzels. And here's one to you. That'll be. We're doing like the cheapest increment I want to go is like 1 gold, so we don't have to worry about silver and copper and whatever the
Thank
fuck.
God.
So
Okay.
yeah, so just 1 gold for a pretzel.
Okay.
I want pretzel!
All right, Drea, you get a pretzel.
Okay.
You get
No. Wait.
toss of
I'm
gold.
getting everyone pretzel.
Yay!
You're getting everyone pretzels. So you say that,
Ooh.
and everyone's like, "Woo!" So that's
A round
about.
of pretzels for everyone in the bar.
200 gold.
No, that's not. No, that's not. There's like 15 people, including yourself, so 15 gold.
I'm outside. I don't
Okay,
get a pretzel.
That's okay.
Yeah, you don't get a pretzel.
No.
Oh, you don't get a pretzel? I thought.
I'm
okay.
outside. I might come inside now that everyone's freaking yelling.
Everyone,
I see.
all you hear is, "I want pretzel," and then everyone's like, "Ah!" And now everyone's.
I come inside and I'm rubbing my nose and I'm like, who keeps slamming the freaking door in my face?
16 gold instead
I'm
of
not
15.
paying for this.
No, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, it's on the house, and then he keeps running around giving people pretzels.
Okay,
okay.
I buy it. Pretty good.
It's a day old, so it's not the best, but it's not
Pretty
like
good.
it's not stale yet.
Pretty good.
Yeah, again, pretty good. So now everyone's got pretzels and beer, and you know what that means? They're gonna want more beer because that's what pretzels do to you, because it dehydrates you, and now you want more liquid, and the only liquid around is beer. And
That's it, really.
yeah,
That's not the only liquid
Oh,
around.
okay.
hey, piss, because they don't have a bathroom nearby.
No, it's
Oh my
Al because
God.
she's walking moist.
That too, and piss.
Oh. What? No.
The outhouse is outside, and there's just a lot of people who have been drinking a lot, so everyone's got to go, and not everyone makes it to the outhouse because they don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay.
And there's vomit here, and it's becoming. You now realize why this is the second best tavern and not the number one in this town. It is becoming quite the mess, and everyone's like still cheering Umang, and everyone's cheering the other guy, and everyone's still stoked about that because everyone's just caught. Because this is the most excitement they've had in weeks.
Oh.
God.
So yeah, you eventually get your coffee. It's been he left it alone for a bit too long, so it's not good, but it's coffee, and that's like a
Mm.
gold.
Yeah, okay. She drinks it.
He gives you your coffee, and now that you've given everyone pretzels, Rupert's
Mhm.
more inclined to listen to what you have to say, and he's like, "All right, so what do you want to ask?"
So, we heard that you were the guy who described what the kidnapper looked like. How did you come across him?
Oh, I saw him in this payment and stuff. It was really scary. I didn't know what to do, so I went and told the guards as soon as possible.
So wait, so you saw this kid screaming and yelling.
Yeah,
Aren't you here like all the time though?
I have off days. What do you? I have off days.
I guess so. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And Al, you still haven't told anyone the information you have gotten yet, because you just said I want
Yeah.
pretzel, and that's all that's happened so far.
Yeah. Uh,
Is there anything else you want to know? Because this is the best business I've had in a while. Thank you
Can
all for that, especially
can I have
especially
the
you.
salad?
Any points at you, Umang, because
What?
you basically made them
What?
super riled up. You like look up from your coffee with like a and
What was in that coffee?
yeah, right. He only knows how to make alcoholic beverages. It's a White Russian. I don't know.
Okay. Also, I asked him, "Can I get a salad, please?"
It's a he like looks at you weird like I can try. Made a salad. It's a bunch of veggies that don't seem to go together, and there are like beer nuts in there too for some reason. Because like what else are you gonna put in there? It's something crunchy, and yeah, he's like, I guess 2 gold for that because it's I put stuff together for it.
Okay. While I ordered that just to distract him.
Oh, okay. So
Oh my
he's
God.
out
And
making that salad right now.
yeah, and like I turn to Drea and I whisper like what I found out
So
about.
Drea, now you know as well.
Every restaurant in America.
McDonald's.
That is not true, Crystal. That is just
It is
not
from what I
true.
saw.
So I
Yeah.
know now. I know now the information.
You yeah. Basically, we'll say for the sake of brevity, Al told you that what the cat told Al, and you now know that he's come and gone a couple times, and the bar never seems to ever be closed. The sign never says closed. It's just always been open, and there's always at least been maybe 1 or 2 people. Sometimes people aren't there, but it's always been open for business.
Huh.
And that's what you know. And then he comes back and it's like, all right, that'll be about 2 gold. I mean, okay.
Can I
And
get
he
a
like
bot?
he basically he takes one of the day old pretzels and rips it so that it's sort of only a hole now, only just one of the holes of the pretzel, and he gives that to you.
Thanks. I
And
leave.
that's a gold. And he's like, can you? Well, it's 1 gold.
She'll
give
take
him
care
the
of
1
it.
gold.
I point to Al.
All right.
She'll take
And
care of it.
I
What?
give him the 1 gold. I give him the gold. Whatever,
Alright.
whatever.
you guys are all subtracting all this currency that you're splurging on right now.
Yeah.
Thank
I haven't spent
Yeah.
a penny.
You're so lucky.
It's okay.
So yeah, that's and now he says, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna go back and attend to the bar.
When was your last
Wait.
off day?
Like 4 days ago.
4
About
days ago?
maybe yeah, about 4 days ago.
Who else was working here when you were off?
Oh, I just closed the bar, you guys. I can do that. I'm the owner of the place. I'm the only one who
Can-
works here.
Can I roll
Is it-
insight?
You don't need to roll insight because you know that that's a blatant lie because that's what the cat told you.
Okay.
You
Isn't
just
this place open 24/7?
no,
I don't think
no, that would be crazy. I have to close it eventually.
Hmm.
I ask some other guys around, hey, is this bar ever closed, you guys?
Do you say that like loudly, or do you just like for Rupert to hear? So he's like, "Wait a minute," or do you just come over to them and just try and chat them up?
I try and chat some people up.
All right. Like everyone's gotten pretty much the equivalent of either buzzed to wasted.
Yeah.
So some people are unresponsive. Some people are trying to get you to arm wrestle, and then there's a couple of people who are like, I've never seen it closed. Every time I come in, it's good and ready to go.
Hmm.
Rupert's the
Yeah,
fucking
right.
best, man. He's always a place for when I want to come in. And I get it. And he starts sobbing into your shoulder. And
Okay, buddy. All
He's the
right.
tenderest of
I
lovers.
smile at Rupert while putting my hand on putting my head on my hand like, is it really like I know he's lying, like
really,
smug.
like, is it really what? Is it really what?
Is he really lying?
Are you saying that out loud? Are you really lying?
No, just through my expression, I'm like, I know you're bullshitting right now.
Hey,
He's being a little. He's like acting a little fidgety now. Like,
hey,
don't.
hey,
why are
Rupert,
you staring at
Rupert.
me? Yeah.
When's the next?
I think maybe tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow sounds like a good time. This is probably gonna set me up for a while. This is a lot of coin coming in. I'm super happy, grateful for you
Tomorrow?
guys. Tomorrow, like about I don't know, 9 o'clock at night, maybe.
Wait.
Yeah.
Why are you looking nervous, huh?
'Cause you're staring at me and it's weird.
Maybe I'm staring at you because you're hot.
He runs. Like, all right, I'm gonna go now, and then he just kind of just hurries off to start serving other people beer because they're still wanting more. Because by golly, if they're gonna stop, they're not.
Out of nowhere, Giles is now standing by Al, just like disgusted. He's like, "You're
What?
fucking disgusting."
I was just trying to.
Amidst the cover, is there like a back room or anything?
There is. Yeah, there is.
All right. I want to try and sneak into it while he's like off doing all the other things that he's doing because he's clearly distracted with all the business that he has.
You probably, you know what? You don't have proficiency and stuff, so I'm gonna have to ask you to roll quick. See, like you roll with advantage because he is very much distracted.
Okay.
But but you still like you as a person aren't the sneakiest.
No.
So
No, she's not.
So you're gonna have to try to do that.
A 17.
Yeah, no, that does it. You very easily while he's busy going around filling up mugs and giving it to other people. You like Al, you watch Drea sort of not climb over the bar, but get behind there and just go to this back room. Giles, you also see this happening. All right, you are now in the back room, Drea, and it is it looks like where he keeps all the food and some extra kegs of beer.
Okay.
Like barrels of beer.
Okay.
And yeah.
I want to look around to see if there's any cupboards or trap doors or like rooms that lead elsewhere.
Roll an investigation.
Okay.
All right.
What is it? It's not loading for me.
Investigation.
Oh,
you got a critical hit.
Oh,
Finally, a crit hit.
First
What are we
crit hit of
doing?
the campaign!
That's not. There's been other crit hits,
Okay.
but it's very good that you rolled that crit hit because
First crit hit of this game.
Woohoo!
hell yeah. You go and you search around very thoroughly, and while you're doing this, the Rupert comes back and like looks around. And is like, weren't there four of you guys? Like he doesn't seem to be paying attention to the back room because he doesn't need to go back there right now. Weren't there four of you guys?
Drea
She
went for a
left.
piss.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Questions you guys have?
You
What?
think we all pissed at the same time?
No questions.
Yeah.
Questions. Do you have any questions?
I thought you said, shouldn't you guys have, like, should we have gone with it?
No. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, why won't you hire any people here? You know, you could be tired. I don't know, maybe they can help you.
Oh, I've tried, but everyone only seems to want to drink and not actually serve any of the alcohol.
Hey, boy, I want a job. I got all your business going tonight. Hire me.
Hey!
All right, let me just
Can I
hold
get a
on,
job?
hold on. Okay, hold on. And while
Can
you are overwhelming him with options for new employees, Drea, you notice under one of the barrels, there seems to be like the edges of a hinge.
Ooh.
Like this barrel is on top of this hinge, and you also see in here a lockbox, and the lockbox is just sitting on one of the like hidden in a cupboard like in the back because you thoroughly
Okay.
you basically talk cupboard. You see a lockbox. You find a lockbox embedded in the wall.
Ah, it's embedded in the wall. Okay.
And it has like a little lock there, kind of like a wall safe, only in the back of a cupboard.
Interesting.
And then there's the hinge, and then under the carpet, you stomped on the floor, and then there's a carpet, and you stomp on the carpet, and under that carpet you hear a hollow noise.
All right.
Like
cool.
that's more hollow than wooden frames should be.
Okay.
And those are the three things you find.
Okay. I wanna lift up the carpet a little bit, see what's under there.
A trap door with a lock on it.
A lock on it. All right. I wanna try and go move the keg that has the hinges.
Roll a strength check.
No, my weakness.
Yes.
You can do it.
10.
Oh fuck.
It's you try and push it. It is full of beer, and it's about up to your chest. It's like chest
Oh,
high.
God.
It's a big barrel filled with beer, and you
Yeah.
try and and you just can't. You aren't exactly the strongest person out there, and it is not helping that it is full of beer still.
Okay.
So it's a big barrel. And so outside, Rupert is trying to think. I don't know if I can afford hiring 3 new employees. Maybe one of you, if you guys can decide who wants the job most.
I would do it for free because I know that
Oh
you
my
work
God.
so hard with this bar, and
I will also do it for free. In fact, I'll
Yeah,
start right now. And then she gets up and she goes behind the counter. I'll go start.
Okay, whoa,
I'll
hey,
go. Hey, what?
He gets in your way and just puts his hands out and whoa, hey, hold on. You can't just decide that. You can't just do this.
We're not
this is a
customers.
rowdy
We work
root.
here now.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
we work here.
No, stop.
We work here.
okay, you guys, come down this. Relaxation.
You
shut
can't
up.
you can't
Okay.
just decide who works here. It's still I may not own much, but I own this tavern, and I get to decide who gets to be
Okay.
working here.
Okay. What do you
You
want us to
can't
do
do
for
this.
You can't do this.
You're weak.
Whoa. Oh, okay. I mean,
You need us.
that cuts deep.
Oh my God.
That
You guys
really
are gonna...
cuts deep. I'm gonna need y'all
Trying
to stop
distract
that.
you?
I'm gonna have to. I don't want to have to ask you guys to leave because you guys did get me this.
Could I roll to intimidate?
Oh my
And,
God, you guys!
What are you saying?
No, don't intimidate.
Oh
What are you
my
saying?
God!
What are you
Can I roll
saying?
to persuade?
Yeah,
Can
what
I
do you?
tell
What do
him
you
I
all?
work here now?
Roll intimidation.
You leave.
I own this place. Okay.
God, that was
Oh
good.
shit.
You try and say it with a forceful voice, but it comes out as forced.
Uma start laughing as soon as that gets out of her mouth.
Can't even keep a straight. And he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a funny joke. Please, can you get to the other side of the bar, please?
Okay. She goes.
Jones is looking like
Can I try to persuade him?
What do you say to
Oof.
persuade him?
We just want to help, just for this one day. At least let us help you for this one night, And if we do this job better, maybe you can call us anytime you want. Yeah, just
All right, roll persuasion after you taper off like that. Jeez. Not a lot of confidence in that last couple of seconds. You almost had me.
Shit.
But these
You
two
can kick her ass anytime you want. No problem.
and you and he points to Umang because again he doesn't know you guys' names. And if you could just go to the other side of the bar, I trust this person, but I don't trust you for coming back here. Can you please get back?
She goes.
All
And
right. Well,
he hands you an apron. He's like, all right, I'm gonna need you to, and he starts issuing orders grab these mugs, fill these mugs, these money, and he eliminate really really freaking fast.
okay.
Roll a straight intelligence check.
Oh my God.
Oh my fucking god.
Hey waitress, I'll have 5 beers.
All right, yeah, okay. He's talking so fast you can't understand a word at this point. You're lost. He's talking in jargon and lingo, like restaurant lingo
Oh
that
my
you're like
God.
fucking what and
Saying plate, cup.
no, more complicated than that. But and he says, all right, now get going. So you don't know what the fuck you're supposed to be doing, but he just tells
Yeah,
you to
but
get going after he
okay,
explains
okay.
a lot right now.
Okay, I just try to do whatever I want, but before I do anything, I kick Giles out. And I
Listening?
say, Giles, try to go through the back door, because I think Dreas might be in there. Try to help Drea.
What?
Go. Fucking go! And I kick Giles' butt out. And slam the door.
Punt, splat. You like land in a pile of mud or something. I don't fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that was
Yeah.
you were too excited for that. Drea, where were you? You now have a trap door with a lock on it, and you can't lift this barrel and a wall lockbox, safe box in a can.
I try and
In a,
see if the lockbox is open at all.
it is not open. It is locked. It's a padlock like the other thing, but it seems to have like one of those God, what are those turning things?
Oh, like
Like
a dial
safes, like a dial knob, a safe sort of situation. What are those things even called? I don't know. Doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about.
knob? Okay. I want to try and like melt the. Well, I want to try and soften the lock that's on the trapdoor at all.
How do you do that?
I make fire.
You create fire.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna need a like. What is that? What is create fire? What does that do?
All right. I'm gonna look it up real quick because I don't.
Create bonfire or control flames?
Control flames. I think. Let me look real quick.
If it's control flames, you have just create flame. You can create bonfire. That's a different cantrip entirely. You can firebolt it, but I'm sure that's gonna make a little bit of noise.
Yeah, that'll make noise. Okay. Okay, let me think for a second. I'm gonna try to pick the lock. I don't really have anything on me, actually, except for
Oh,
like a
you
dagger.
don't.
No, I'm gonna
Ooh.
try though.
You, without a lock picking set, it's gonna be very difficult.
Yeah. But I can try.
You can try. Roll dexterity, because that's usually what you use to be proficient in lockpicking skill.
That's an 18. That's not bad.
You do. That's not bad. However, it is a dagger, and you are like trying to force it into a lock,
Yeah.
and it doesn't break the dagger. It sort of chips it a little bit, and you just, no matter how much you try, you just aren't making a lot of headway. But no one really knows you're doing it, so that's a plus, I guess.
Yeah, that is a plus. Oh, is there like a torch in here or something?
There doesn't seem to be any light in here. The only reason why you were able to see anything around here is dark vision. So
Okay. So what I want to do, man, I could firebolt it. I really don't want to though. Did the bartender look like he had any keys on him?
you didn't really look for any. You couldn't really tell. He might.
Okay. I want to peek out the door slightly to see if I can see him.
All right. Nah, he's still super busy.
He
But
is
now that
very
he has some
busy.
help, he's not as busy.
Yeah,
Roll stealth.
thanks, guys. Okay.
Roll stealth real quick, because now he's not as busy because he's a helping hand. He doesn't seem to notice you, but other people do, and they're like, "Hey, here," and just they assume you're working because you're back there,
Yeah.
and and basically Rupert just assumes that they're talking to him, so he just goes over and gives them.
Okay. Does he look like he has any keys on him?
All right, this is a roll perception to see if you can see.
Okay. 17.
He doesn't seem to have any keys on him. Like there's no like jangling key ring or anything. He doesn't seem to have a key on him at the moment.
Okay.
Giles, you are now out
Yes.
on the road in a mud puddle,
Um.
and you go around back.
I stand up and dust myself off, and I mutter about how
Now
much
your
I hate
hands are
Al.
covered in mud. Yeah,
Well, no different to usual.
exactly. It's like I'm trying to dust off mud. It doesn't.
I mutter about how much of a dick the fish woman is, and I'm like, fucking fine, the tiefling. So yeah, rabble rabble. So like, I go around to the back,
There
the back of
is
the inn.
so there in the back of the inn. That's basically where the outhouse is, and there's a door that leads back into the inn, and there's the outhouse. That seems to be the only back door to get in,
Um, I
and it's
use the
open.
back door.
It's just straight up open. You
I
go
just walk
in. There's a hall, and it leads basically to the there's stairs to your left that lead up to the rooms, and there's a door to your right, and it's just a door, and then straight on is the main room where everyone's having a rowdy time.
As much as I would love to go back in there and punch Al in the back of the head, I'm like looking left and right, and I'm just trying to figure out which in
It's a
which
short hall.
goddamn way.
It's not a very long hall. It's just a hall that leads to stairs on your left, door on your right.
I can't remember Drea's name, so I'm just gonna be like, hey, hey.
I don't think I hear you.
You do not.
I do eeny meeny miny and go right.
All right, you go right. The door is locked.
Yep. Fucking wonderful. I go left.
All right, you go up the stairs, and there's like 5 other doors, like 3 on your left, 2 on your right.
I'm gonna bang on each and every door.
So the first one you bang on, there's no response, and it is also locked. The second one is like trying to sleep, and like bangs basically as well on the door to tell you to shut up. His eyes, and he's just like, "Hello," and he's looking basically everywhere, but since you're shorter than him, he isn't looking down. So he's like, he's doing that. He's doing that sort of situation where it's like you're looking straight, but there's nobody there, and you're like, "Fucking prank kids," and then you look down and you're like, "Oh," and a tall person, blue and white hair slicked back, and he looks down and he's like, "Can I help you?"
Hey, who are you?
That doesn't. What? No, I don't have to tell you anything. What do you want? You're banging on my door. Who the fuck are you?
This is my inn. Who are you?
No, this is Rupertson.
So you know him?
Yeah, I know him.
How?
I rented a room from him. This is a tavern.
Didn't even I know that.
He's the only guy here. I gotta know who to call when I want a
He is
pint.
not the only guy here.
What?
The
Since when?
downstairs is like full of people.
No, I mean he's the only guy who works here.
You don't
Like,
have to know him by name.
He's the only guy here. Who else am I gonna know?
Well, there's a fish woman that works here now, but she's kind of a dick. Don't tip her.
That's good to know. All right.
Looking for a tiefling. Have you seen a tiefling?
There's one over there, and he points to one of the doors that you haven't knocked on yet. But
Okay, get lost. Bye.
all right, fine. And then he closes the. Got lost so hard. There you go.
All right.
yeah.
I bang on the
closes
last
the door.
door, like with extra.
There's 2 because you've knocked on 3 so far, but you're knocking on the one that he pointed at, and it opens up a crack. It's like, hello.
Hey, I'm looking for a tiefling.
You have found one. What can I do for you?
Say son. No. Joke.
Oh my god, Sifon.
I was looking for another tiefling.
Okay. If there's nothing I can do for you, I am going to close the door now.
What's your name? Yeah.
My name? Why do you
Yeah.
need to know this? Am I in
In the Adventurers Guild, I guess.
the Explorers Guild?
Yeah, that.
My name is Jun. It's June.
Your name's
Jun?
Jean?
My name is Jun.
Jean?
If you do not wish to say my name correctly, I am just going to close the door.
Okay, Jane. I'm looking for,
She closes the door.
Okay, good night.
Oh,
Not knocked on, but you haven't gotten any response anytime soon.
I'm like standing on like like the open landing area between the doors, and I just like yell up at the ceiling, "How am I meant to do this when everyone here is so freaking useless?"
And the door you have not knocked on opens, and out steps like a. It has to duck his head to get through, and he looks down at you and he says, "Well, hello there.
What do you want?
I
Goofy!
neither of those. Neither of those. Any way I can help you? I hear that you're thinking everyone here is useless. That's not a very nice thing to
Yeah,
say.
they are.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
Maybe I'm not a nice person. Have you considered that?
That's
Nobody
not,
else has.
That's not true. Everyone can be nice if they try.
Those freaking losers that I have to work with keep on expecting the best from me, and I don't like it.
What losers?
This fucking tiefling I'm looking for, and this goddamn orc I'm with, and this fucking fish woman. I can't remember the names.
Do you want to talk about it?
Kinda.
It's
a therapy session.
the big guy. This big fellow. He's got like horns on his head. He's got like a curly hair, and he's covered. He's covered in a bit of. He's covered in like he's very hairy. He's like covered in a light fuzz, and he's got a sort of a cow nose, and with a little bit of a little nose ring, and he has a nice soft gut, a little bit of a gut there, and he is sort of sitting like, well, what seems to be the problem? And we're gonna cut away from that. And Drea, what are you still up to? Like no one's noticed you. You still can't get either of these hatches open or gain access to either of them.
So while I'm peeking out, I want to see if there's anything behind the bar.
Behind the bar, under there is a lot of mugs to be prepared for anyone who come to the Chugging Bug.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of plates for people who want food that he can prepare. Some utensils. It's mostly just dinner and mealware. There's like a dagger for like self-defense, which he seems to not even be able to use because it looks like it's almost new because it seems like it hasn't been seen a lot of use at all.
Okay.
It's in its scabbard and whatnot, and it's just like hanging.
Bringing a lot of attention. You're bringing a lot of attention to this dagger.
It's just a plain dagger that's new that doesn't seem to be seeing a lot of use.
Okay.
Unless you want to draw a lot of attention to it, sure.
Yeah.
There's also a box that he seems to be every once in a while you've seen him deposit the gold from everyone's tabs back there.
Okay.
Whenever he can. So that's like basically the cashier's register. But it's just a box. And
Can I get a box?
You're upstairs having a therapy session.
Yeah.
And that's what you see.
Okay.
There's not a lot back there.
Is he away from the bar right now?
Oh,
He's coming back to refill beer mugs and whatnot every once in a while. Not often enough, but he still thinks that Al is pulling her weight when she is very much not, because she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. Speaking of which, Al, what are you up to right now?
I just asked everyone, hey, do you want a beer?
And a lot of them say yes. And what do you do?
Okay. I put the beer that I have in my hand back and give him.
So you, all right. So you're basically just doing your job surprisingly well for someone who doesn't know what the hell they're doing.
could
Umang, what do you?
I
I
hope
like
they pay.
okay,
Yeah, well,
could
Umang, what are
I
you up to?
could I like go to Al and get a beer from her?
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll cost you a gold.
Yeah.
Uh,
I take out a gold and then like does Al have any pockets like on her shirt or something?
Doesn't she have like
can
two
put in my
backpacks? Like,
bag.
yeah, she has
Yeah.
like
Pack front backpack pocket and I like wink at
chest
her.
pack.
Yeah, and then I wink at her and then I like turn back around and I go up to the dudes that I wrestled.
Wait, Uma.
What? What? Yeah?
Trying to see if Drea needs any help. Because I don't think
I know.
Giles
I know.
is doing.
Listen. I'm working on it.
Okay.
Okay, I go back to the dudes who I arm wrestled.
oh, back for a rematch, eh?
No. I just wanted to make amends, and I like show him the beer and I offer it to him.
And he's like, all right, thanks. That was a good match.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry about my friend over there. You're a pretty strong dude.
You point, and Giles is like nowhere to be seen.
Oh shit!
That's 'cause we're not
she was
friends.
over there. Fuck. Sorry. Jeez.
It's
Okay.
no worries. It's no worries.
Copy. It was a nice match.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. You know, some people in this bar, you know, think that you're pretty weak, that you wouldn't know how to throw a punch.
He gives you the biggest grin that he could possibly give you. I know what you're trying to do. If
What?
you want a bar fight, if you just want a bar fight, man, I think now's the time for. And he slugs you. He like and just slaps you right
Ow!
across the jaw, and he screams at the top of his lungs, "Bar fight!" And everyone's like, "Ah!" Everyone like stops like arm wrestling and just starts punching each other,
Metal
picking up
music.
chairs, flipping over tables, and like there used to be a band, not anymore. They're joining in.
Okay. Ow! I like. Where did he hit me?
Right in the face. Like,
Ow.
right across,
Okay.
right in the jaw.
He must have died.
Okay. I go outside and around the back to the doors.
After a bar fight it starts ensuing, what do you do?
While they are fighting, I asked them, "Hey, do you want a beer? Do you want a beer? Take a beer."
All right. One of them who's like trying his best to not be a part of this bar fight is like, I'll take one, and then gets socked in the face. And all right. So Al, when you go back to refill that beer, you see Drea trying to get your attention.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm like waving at you, and then I try and point down to the box that's like behind the counter,
Uh-huh.
and I make a
Do
motion
you want
like,
it?
"Bring it, come here."
Okay.
Come hither.
Okay. I take it and I give it to Drea and then continue my work.
So dedicated to the job. I love it. So now, Drea, you have this box.
Okay, I open it. What's in there?
It's just gold.
Damn.
It's just about 50 gold pieces.
Keep it. Make sure to share it with me.
It's about 50 gold. It's been a very from what you can tell, it's been a very a good night.
All right. If damn it, Al isn't still there. Then I wanted to put it back.
I thought Umang.
And again, that's the outhouse, and then there's a door to your right, and then a staircase to your left, Umang. And
the door on the right.
is locked.
Okay. Could I pull out my lock picking tool?
You bet you can, and try and pick that lock.
Good fucking luck. I hate you,
Hell
baby. I hate you so
Thank
much.
Oh my god.
Wait, Bear, what am I rolling?
You're rolling dexterity. Are you proficient in your lock picking?
Yes.
You roll dexterity plus proficiency.
Proficiency is 2, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
God,
4.
baby, I hate you so much.
God.
Fucking hate you.
Does that do it?
Okay.
Yeah, it actually does. It's not a very
That
intricate
wasn't
lock.
feeling it.
It's not a very
Okay.
intricate lock or anything. It's just a simple lock to like keep the regular average. You open,
hmm
and it's essentially a broom closet. It's got cleaning supplies for the obvious messes that are being made just outside, and you're hearing like everyone's beating the shit out of each other. It was rowdy before. It is really rowdy now that there's a bar fight going on. And Rupert is trying his Al, you notice Rupert doing his best to stop, like trying to save some of the like plates and mugs, trying to make sure the chairs don't shatter into a
There
billion
goes
pieces
most of
after
his
people.
profit.
Basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. And so he's completely dedicated to trying to stopping this bar fight. Umang, you're basically seeing a broom closet for like there's a broom, there's like a
Is
bucket
there
for water.
is there like anything else?
Roll an investigation check.
Ah, investigation?
Sorry.
But
Sorry.
Jay.
No, she had to do
Yeah, I had to
investigation.
do investigation.
Ah,
when
That's the
you're-
shit.
investigation.
Yeah, when you're trying to do like search a room, that's like searching. That's investigation. When you're trying to look for something, like a bird in the air or something. Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
That's the same. Drea got a crit hit for investigation. You got a crit hit for investigation.
Not me.
Yeah, well, you aren't investigating. You're having a therapy
Crit
session. And
fails.
we're gonna get back to you in a second. God, I love how often you guys just split the party into 4 separate places. It's great.
Loves it.
It's beautiful. It's just, oh man, really testing me. So when you look thoroughly, and you've turned this place upside down. You find like 3 gold pieces that like you forgot around here. He forgot that stuff around here, and that it's basically just a broom closet. There's nothing crazy about this. There's not a lot of cool supplies. He just accidentally dropped like 3 gold pieces, but you get 3 gold pieces, so great.
Yay. Okay. Fuck. Okay, I go back to the bar.
What?
How do you make it to the bar? Because it is.
I
You're gonna
go
get.
back around.
Okay, so you go.
I went to the front door of the bar or whatever.
Okay. And there's a couple of unconscious bodies out front now because they got punched out. There now.
Mhm.
There's like 3 people just laying on the floor
Uh-huh.
just outside of the bar.
Uh,
Is still he is failing miserably because
Okay.
it has started and it is going. Al, you're still trying to do your best to your job.
I'm trying to distract Rupert. Like while he trying to save something, I try to like tip over some glasses or plates. Like oopsie, oops, and I'm like Rupert.
All right, you're distracting more than the. Do you still want to try and put the? Citri,
What?
are you still trying? What are you up to? Are you still trying to put away the box while everyone's distracted, like back where it
No, I
was?
just like set it down on the inside of the door now. Is there
All right.
anything else I'm missing? There's no keys anywhere to be found, nothing at all.
No keys in the general vicinity.
Okay. Fuck, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna try and move the keg again, I guess.
Roll strength one
Ugh,
more time.
Just once. I know I'm probably not gonna try
Crit
again.
hit, crit hit, crit hit.
That's a 13.
Nope.
No.
No.
Sorry.
No.
hey,
You
well,
so you try one more time and you are now like now you're tired because
Yeah.
you tried twice and it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And now back to Giles real quick.
What's up?
So what seems to be the problem?
This is confidential, right?
I mean, sure. he's basically sitting
I
like
thought we were back into a
cross-legged.
dream.
No.
No?
He just opened the door, came out, closed the door behind him, and you are now on a long couch in the
Oh.
hall.
Okay.
I mean, sure, it's confidential.
Well. I'm usually by myself. I wanted to do this by myself. The freaking losers made me share the money that we got, and I really needed that money. Now I've only got like I don't know, like a fraction of the gold that I need, and we're going totally in the opposite direction that I needed to go. And I don't know if I want to do this.
Have you told them that you're going in the opposite direction?
No.
Have you
I don't
told them
really
where you
wanna
want to
talk.
go?
No.
That's
Okay.
Why would they care? Like, you know.
Have you tried? Maybe they will care.
I know they don't like me. I don't like them either. I don't care.
Nothing's certain in this world.
holy shit. Goofy spat some real shit.
You won't know until you ask.
But they're freaking lame. Like, damn.
Why are they so lame?
Oh, okay. First, she is so morally uptight. We have to share the money. We have to do this way and that way. We have to do this quest like by the book. Jeez, break the rules every now and then. She sips some tea.
Where did she get it from?
She just
Her
makes a motion.
ass.
No. And so he just nods and says, You want her to break some rules, right?
So, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do.
You
I just
don't
want
know
to do
what
my
you
own
want?
thing.
Well, what do you want to do with your own thing?
Money for.
Well, maybe they can.
I don't want them knowing my shit.
All right. And why's that?
She folds her arms real tight and she's just like.
You don't gotta talk about it, but it's nice, you know? Sometimes you just gotta get it off your chest.
It's kind of nice. I'm sorry, I'm trying to take this seriously.
There. He pats you on the back, and he's like,
That was me.
His hand is big enough to encompass your entire back.
She
He sort of
lunges
pats
forward
you.
each time. Oof.
He's being as gentle as he can, but yeah, still pretty big and powerful. He just says, "Well, you know,
Oh,
if you don't ask for help, you're never gonna get it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, maybe,
well, I
just
tried
maybe,
taking the help. I tried taking the money, but they didn't like that.
well, maybe if you share the money, you can get more money."
I don't want more to like go and meet this person and do
Okay.
stuff. I don't need lots of money. I live in the woods. You know, I eat leaves.
Then why'd you try and take the money?
That's all I'm on this quest for.
Yes, we're doing.
You don't need the money, but you're trying to
I
take the
do.
money?
Somebody wants money, and
Okay.
I want something from them, and they want money, and
Okay.
that's why I'm on this quest.
So you're gonna get money from helping these people, and maybe you'll get more money from continuing helping these people.
She kicks her legs a little bit.
Seems to be a pretty lucrative deal at the moment.
Stop being. What's your name?
Who, me?
You're not a kidnapper, are you?
What? There's
Nothing.
kidnappings going along? Well, that's not very good.
You know what? Don't worry yourself. You seem like the kind of guy that can't really take stress, so forget I said that.
Well, Peter Moorbacher.
Is there a joke in there, Bear?
Nope.
this
this
guy is.
dude.
I'm picturing
Dude, holy shit! I'm like imagining him like as a hippo or some shit.
they're human hippos.
Basically, think that body type except fuzzy, more like a cow
He's
guy,
a
cow person,
minotaur.
more like a
I
cow
love
person.
him.
And he's
Honestly,
just
I love
he
him.
reminds me so much of a minotaur character I used to play, and I love him.
basically a big, soft little fellow just saying, "Hey," a big fellow. My bad. Yeah. And he just says, "Oh well, um, what's keeping you around with them? What's making you stay with them? If you don't like them hanging around so much."
She softens a little bit. Her shoulders sag. She says, "Because I know I can't do it on my own."
Well, that's a nice, honest thing to say. Why don't you tell him that? Tell him you can't
Are
do
you
it on
kidding?
your
I
own.
can't tell them that.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Why not?
Do you know what the fish would do? She would kick my ass. She has already kicked my ass like 5 times.
Why did she? Why did she?
You
Why did she kick your ass?
yeah.
But then, okay, but do you know why she kicked your ass?
I don't like imagine Dora saying that.
Good.
Do you know why she kicked your ass?
God.
I guess I know, but
Would you kick your ass if you did the same thing?
I have kicked my ass. I'll kick my own ass again.
Well then, how can she be a dick?
'Cause she is.
Okie dokie, but you can do it. You can't do it.
Her mouth and points her finger, and then you know, like the genie in Aladdin.
Yeah. Says,
Because
well,
she was about to like be defensive, but then she realizes that you basically just quoted her.
well then. Here's You're calling everyone around here useless, but I think they can be pretty useful. Why don't you just ask them for help? I'm sure they could help you out. You can just help them in return.
It's kind of personal, you know?
Everything's personal.
Is it?
I mean, yeah, if it's happening
Why?
to you, it's your personal. If it's happening to them, it's their personal
I
too.
don't really know them like that. But,
You could get to know them like that.
what?
I mean, why not?
Oh, okay. I'll get to know them, and then I'll marry them, and we'll have all these babies, and then we'll live on a beautiful island, and then
Does
we'll live
that-
happily ever freaking after.
Does that sound like the worst thing in the world?
Yes.
Why?
Just ew. Have you seen them?
No?
There you go. Well, maybe the tiefling. She's kind of nice, but like I'm not thinking of anybody like that right now. I'm not looking for dating advice. I'm not
giving
interested
you
in them like
dating
that.
advice. I'm just saying. What's the worst thing in the world than getting to know someone a little better? If you get to know them, you can gain their perspective. It
I
helps
don't
you out
need
in
anybody.
life. That's
I don't
literally not true, because you just told me you couldn't do it alone.
I don't need people like that. Stop calling me out. I hate it. Go back to your room. Get lost.
Giles is bald.
Give me my hair back.
That's literally not true.
Going back to what you just said, do you really want me to go back in my room?
No.
Okay. So, where do we go from here? Do you want to go back acquaintance?
Not really, but I guess I should.
Yeah? If you don't want to do it, no one can make you do what you don't want to do.
Thanks, Dad. He doesn't say that. I think we just lost Paige. That's
That's
Paige.
fine.
I'm sorry, I tried to be myself, but I just can't.
What?
I just can't stop fucking laughing.
I love him. I want him to.
Me too.
Oh my god.
Well,
Hey, can you come with us? What are
I
you
can-
doing, like, for
I-
the rest of the week?
I can come downstairs and help you maybe talk to them if that'll help you.
Oh, you know what? Don't. I'd be embarrassed.
Why?
I'm embarrassed right now. I hate that we're having this conversation, but
I have tears in my eyes from this past
What?
conversation.
I'm doing my best, but this guy's just right every time.
So why are you embarrassed? There's no one else here but us.
I love him so much. I don't know. It's
I
yeah.
mean,
That's a good idea.
you can't do that. No, it's not a good idea. So, if you bottle things up, what do you gain from that?
Probably an immense sense of loneliness, uncontained rage, terrible misery, and hey, shut up.
That sounds like bad things to me. Do you not want to be happy?
I'm kind of used to not being happy.
But do you like not being happy?
I don't know.
So,
She looks all defiant, and then she's like, "No."
well then. Well then, why don't you just try to be happy? You know
Oh,
what?
okay. I'll go and take yoga, shall
You
I?
wanna know what helps
What?
friends to talk to? People to help you out.
Friend.
You can't do it alone, like you said. So,
I just
if
need
people
a
help you
little
out,
labor help.
well, you know how to get it? Making
I
some
gotta
friends.
be nice.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Oh, that's too bad.
That's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy. I mean, that wasn't.
No, but
Would you like to apologize?
no, I'm not ready for that yet.
Could you apologize?
I could.
It'll make me feel better. I don't like feeling useless. I don't like being called useless.
Aww.
Oh.
Can I apologize to just you?
I mean, you did call everyone useless.
Oh,
If you only mean it towards one person, do you really mean it?
What is happening? Is she coughing up a hairball?
It's cup of emotion ball.
Gross.
I'm sorry, I called you useless.
Thank you. Now, could you tell everyone else that?
I'm sorry, I called you out.
Now, didn't that feel a lot better? Wasn't
I'm
that nice?
exhausted.
Oh, sometimes being nice is tough.
It's exhausting.
Yep, and you know what? I still think it's worth it. Because just putting a little bit of kindness in the world, I think that's.
You sound like someone I used to know.
Oh, I'm sure they were amazing.
Yeah.
There,
She
there.
was.
There. And he pats you on the back again. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, it was very nice meeting you.
Giles.
It was very nice meeting you, Giles.
And you, cowboy.
Peter.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Peter the cowboy.
Yeah, sure. Um, uh, and he goes back to his door, opens it. If you need anything else, you know where to find me. And he closes the door.
She gives a wobbly thumbs up, but she doesn't really know how to feel right now.
Drea, what are you up to?
All right. Damn! I have no idea. I know I'm in the room right now. So when I take the carpet off of like the trap door area,
Yeah.
it's just being locked by that like one hinge right there?
Yeah, it's just one little padlock, just a quick little padlock with a keyhole for it. It's big and clunky, so it's not like you can just break it with your hands or something.
Yeah. Damn it.
And under the barrel there's a hinge that you assume is part of something bigger. And Umang, you just came bursting into the door after finding a broom closet and some 3 gold. What are you up
Wasn't
to?
there another door that was locked? But I'm not there. Never mind. That's me.
There was a lock. No, that was the lock. That was that you found. It was locked, and then you opened it, and it was a broom closet.
I want to try to get to the back where Drea is.
All right. I'm gonna tell you that with this bar brawl going on and Al distracting Rupert as much as she's doing, I think it's gonna be pretty easy to just walk back. You're now back there with Drea.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank God, somebody else is here. I need you to hold this keg, please.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
real quick. Let me check. Yeah, roll real quick.
Ooh.
So you wrap around it, and you pull and you pull and you pull, and as a matter of fact, there is a trapdoor also over there, and it's and it also is locked.
Ah!
Hold on. I want to try to lockpick it.
Go for it. Which one are you trying to do? The one under the rug or the one under the barrel?
Under the barrel.
Under the barrel. Okay.
15?
And that's pretty good. You do manage to hear you finagle with it a little bit with your still, but
Okay.
Thank God. So it's popped open?
it's not open. It is closed, but the little lock that had it locked is now gone because you unlocked it.
Alright, let's open it.
Okay, I open it.
All right. Roll a Constitution saving throw. Same
All
with
of
you,
us?
Drea.
Oh,
Yeah,
fine.
both Umang and Drea roll Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I have a proficiency in that.
What? Why? You're a sorcerer.
Yep. It have a proficiency bonus to Constitution and Charisma.
Why is that?
I think it's because of my background.
Oh,
But I
shit.
got a 16.
Why'd you? Oh, you. Okay. So, Umang, you open, and a puff of blue gas, blue gas, just fills the room, and Umang, you just fall asleep. You were fall into the hole,
Oh my god.
and
Wait.
you land with a thud, and you're still unconscious. Drea, you become like super tired. Like you wait, how many hit points do you have? Let me
23.
check. 23? Yeah, you fall asleep too.
Damn it, what?
You know what a sleep spell does?
Yeah.
and you took half as much because you saved, but it was still enough to.
That's a powerful sleep spell.
And you don't fall in because you didn't open the door, but you are now also unconscious.
Okay.
You just start sleeping there. The door is open. Umang is in the hole. Andrea is next to the hole. And Al, you are still busy. You don't know what's going on. You just saw Umang go back there, and you saw like a little bit of smoke come out of the door. But other than that, it quickly dissipates, and that's all you saw. And you have to get through this bar fight to you have to manage through it. But after that,
I use my slippery skin to slip through everything to go through back.
you do that. People are like, "Ew, gross," but you go all the way. You swim up to wake her up.
Fucking slap her.
All right. Roll a strength check to see how hard you smack her. Kill her.
Yeah, don't kill me. God.
Kill her.
Bitch slapped to death.
You smack, and it is like if her
Wait.
someone hit you with a wet washcloth really hard.
Am I awake then?
Yeah.
A good hard slap all it took.
Oh, what the fuck? What? I'm
Hi,
awake
good
now.
morning. What happened?
I don't know. There was this blue cloud. And then I peered out the
Oh,
hole.
shit.
I'd scramble over to the hole.
You see Umang at the bottom of this ladder, and she's still just laying still.
I climb down there and I see what I can see.
So you climb down there, and you see, and it seems to be where he keeps all of the beer.
This is where all
And
the beer is?
There's a bunch of beers here. There's a bunch of wines. There's a bunch of different kinds of alcohols. That's what you immediately see.
I want to try and see if there's anything else out of the ordinary in here.
Just leave Umang just on the floor.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Al, you see Drea go down there, and you look down, and there's Umang just at the bottom of the ladder, laying down, still, like completely still.
Okay. Is she okay, Drea?
Maybe.
Oh,
If I look around, can I see the trap door under the carpet?
it's right. They uncovered it. It was covered
Okay.
by the carpet, and they took the carpet off. So
Can I try to freeze this lock so that I can easily break it?
the lock on the under. Yeah, sure. You freeze it, and what do you do to break it?
I stomp it.
Really hard. Roll strength.
Yeah. Oh god.
Feet with your wet fish heels.
Your feels.
Yeah, your feels, if you will. Like you're using a shoe, so it's a shoe to break metal, even if it's frozen over. It's anyway, but it doesn't break the lock. Giles, what are you up to? After having a very emotional talk.
I'm sat at the top of the stairs, hugging my knees. Don't know what to do with myself now. That was kind of weird.
Is that all you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, this still come over.
Oh, yeah.
And would it have masked the sound of what these guys have been up to?
Oh yeah, it is. Have you ever been in a bar fight?
Yes, I have. No, I haven't.
It's loud. It's loud. People are constantly shouting and breaking things. And
I've been in an Irish pub though, so I reckon
close
that's pretty
enough. It's loud. People are punching, shouting, breaking things, bashing and smashing. It's loud enough to make sure that no one really hears this. And Rupert is again very distracted at the moment. But yeah, so anything else you do other than
So
having
I'm gonna mentally figure that maybe she should go look for those guys.
Do you?
She doesn't really know where they are.
You're on the second floor, and the last thing you hear is last thing you know is that Al has started working there and kicked you out, and that was it.
Well, I don't really want to face Al right now, so I don't go back to the main bar bit.
All right, where do you go?
Was there like a door that was locked?
You see that it's open now when you come down the stairs, and it's a broom closet. It's
Yeah,
you come down to the bottom of the stairs. It's a very short hallway with a door across from the stairs, and the door is slightly ajar. There doesn't seem to be anything worthwhile at all. I'm going to tell you right now, there is nothing worthwhile around there. There's just,
okay.
and there's still and the fight is still going on out there.
I'll. Did you say there was a door that like went straight back into that area?
There's a door that went into the What I meant is, there's the back door that leads to the
I think
outhouse.
I've misunderstood where everyone else is.
All right, so there's the back door. There's a main room, which is basically
Yes.
the bar where everything
Yes.
is happening, where the bar fight is happening, where there's a bunch of tables. There's the bar behind,
Mhm.
you know, where someone would have like a restroom or something. The door
Mhm.
for that. That's the hallway that you're basically in, and there's no real door to get into that hallway. Only a door to get into the building where the outhouse is.
Okay, I'll go back outside then.
All right, the outhouse is right there.
Sorry, I'm tired and I'm having trouble following everything.
You guys split up, so it's hard to.
No, you're doing great. I'm just sleeping.
All right. So I don't want to drop it here because we got you guys
No,
you guys have found something.
I'm not
Mhm.
asking to drop it. I'm just asking for some help.
All right, you are out in.
Yes. I look around. I think it's.
It does.
I reckon. Oh, Al might be around here.
Haha.
Um.
Gee, thing.
Is there anything I can? Would that help me?
You do. There's nothing out back here except for the outhouse. Smells bad.
Yeah, sure does.
Yep.
So I'll walk around the house and go around to the front, I guess.
People
Okay, step on.
black and blue. You step on one that kind of like half-heartedly attempts to swing at whatever was stepping on him, and he misses because he's out. You go in, and the fight is still happening. The two lumberjacks seem to be leading the charge and like really
Jerks.
going all at it. And yeah, you see in the back, like you see the counter, Rupert, who's still trying to stop the fight from happening. Right now, there's about half as many combatants because things have been the pub doesn't. You do notice that your friends aren't there, or your acquaintances aren't there. They're nowhere to be seen.
They certainly are not. I'm just like, oh, god damn it. So I think the only thing I can think to do is like go up to Rupert and be like, hey, where are those people?
Okay,
Oh my
you
God.
go up to Rupert and you say,
Oh no.
"Hey, where?"
No.
where
Hey, where are those ladies I was with?
oh, they
Did
were
they
right.
leave?
Maybe.
Did they leave without me? Those bitches.
He looks around. Yeah, they left. They left without you.
And I'm so likable.
You totally are, but they left without you. They're gone now. I think you should go after them.
Okay. I'll
Yep,
dealing
where
with.
do you go anywhere? Where do you go?
Like where have they gone?
They went in. You do not know this,
I don't know this.
but they went to the back of behind the counter into the back room, and they found a hatch underneath a barrel, and they were able to unlock it. They were at one point. Umang is still unconscious at the bottom of the ladder, and it's the ladder led down, and now they're in a cellar that appears to be where he keeps all of the alcohol.
I see.
But you do not know any of that
I don't know
because
this.
because they were at the bar, and Al got a
Okay.
job and kicked you out, and now you don't know anything else.
All right. Who's the nearest conscious person to me except Ru?
It's just this big burly half orc woman who reminds you a bit about Umang, only she has confidence and she has beaten the shit out of one of the lumberjacks.
I feel racism brewing in me.
Mm-hmm. That's the nearest
Right.
person.
But I turn away from her with the moomins.
Good on you.
Next person.
You hear in the back of your head, good job.
He's actually dead. He's a ghost.
I say out loud, shut up.
No one hears you because it is over quite a din right now.
All right, who's the next person? Who?
The next person is this lithe elf woman who is like jumping around and like isn't really being hit by anything, but making everyone knock themselves out with their own punches and stuff. She's doing a really good job at like ducking and dodging and weaving, like some sort of martial art bullshit.
Put my hands over my mouth.
A bunch of people look at you because you just yelled, and they're like, ah, and they start charging at you.
I cast jump.
All right, the ceiling is actually kind of high because it
They're
leads
like
up.
I can grab or something.
All right, there's a chandelier.
There's a chandelier?
I grab.
Roll acrobatics real quick. Actually, let me see what acrobatics you got. Yeah, you're able to just grab that. You're able to just grab the.
Yeah.
You'll just grab it.
All right, I look down at like the gremlins amongst.
Now everyone's like a couple of people are looking at you, but a couple of people are still fighting.
All right, I nod towards the bar.
Rupert looks immediately.
The other
behind
dumb
counter.
bitch.
Looks immediately behind the counter, and he starts walking towards there.
Oh my
And,
fucking
I'm not
god!
Yes!
I'm getting killed for
so-
this.
So he starts walking that way, and Giles, you're hanging from a chandelier. Drea, what are you guys up to? You and Al.
Okay,
What?
I'm gonna assume this is all going on at the same time. So yeah, I was about
It
to
is,
make an
it is.
investigation to see if there was anything else going on.
All right,
Like
roll
in here.
investigate. What are you looking for specifically? Are you looking for something specific, or are you just searching the place?
Okay, so it's a general search, but I'm also looking for maybe keys or anything that kind of looks like a clue or suspicious besides just copious amounts of alcohol.
Got it?
Okay. Roll 1d20 plus 1. 13.
All right. All the bottles seem to be marked the same way, but one is marked red. One has a red label, and all the others have like brown labels. Are brown for the beer, and then everything else is just regular bottles aligned and hung in like these little racks. And there's a large, giant, freaking mantle in the back of the room, and then Umang is lying unconscious at the foot of the ladder.
What's the large thing that's in the back of the room?
A barrel,
Oh,
just
a
a
barrel.
large barrel, and it has like a spigot at like knee level.
Okay, I go over and I take the red bottle.
You pull on it, and it like ka-chunk, and then a part of the wall just moves, and it like twists so that now there's a little bit of an entrance.
Ooh.
And Al, what are you up to? You tried to stomp, and you broke a heel on trying to destroy this
Al's
lock.
horseshoes.
I try this with with my other.
You're trying to stomp on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
You gonna
This
turn them
point,
into
I
flats?
might buy a new shoe, whatever.
All right. Sure. You know what? Sure. You try and stomp on it again with your other shoe.
Yeah. I
Okay, fine. You get pissed off because it broke. This lock broke your heel. You didn't break your heel.
Yeah.
This lock did. So you're pissed. So you can add
Hmm.
2 to that. Add 2 to your roll, and you
Yeah.
can roll with advantage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Roll again.
Okay.
Yeah. You
Oh.
after that first kick, it made it a lot weaker, and then that second kick, you break that lock in half. You don't break your other heel. It just you break the lock in half. So now you hear a
Yeah.
cling, shatter, and it's now open, or not. It's not open, but the lock is broken.
Yeah, I'm fucking pissed. And then I open it.
All right. And underneath there is another ladder, and it leads down, but it doesn't seem to lead down to the same room where Drea seemed to go down.
Huh. Oh. Uh, if I yell, would Drea hear me?
You can yell.
Not yell like directly. I'm gonna like pick my head in the other hole and like, hey.
Are you talking to me now?
Like this door, and should I go in?
Go check it
I'll
out.
meet you guys there.
Yeah, go check it
Yeah,
out.
yeah. I'm going. Okay.
All right.
Wait.
You around and sees Rupert just standing in the doorframe and saying, "What are you doing back here?" And we're gonna stop there.